Biafra, superstars, media.
My people, my people, my people, my people, my people, my Biafra people. Now, how on a day? How on a day today? I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending from where you're listening to the sound of my voice. This one, now Biafra Superstars Media, and I'm holding it down. I say, may God bless Biafra, and may God bless His Excellency Oyendo Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless, may God bless, may God bless His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic of Men in Exile, His Excellency, ESN, Ekpa, Simon and Joko, for the job when Simon they do. Simon, I want to say we thank you, we appreciate you, we love you, because we know in your hands Biafra is coming, in your hands Biafra is safe, and in your hands, when Biafra comes, the people of Biafra will rejoice. My people, Afonja, the children of Afonja, they are back. The offsprings. Afonja will never die. The spirit of Afonja, at a time of freedom, Afonja will always come up. Afonja, Afonja will never die. Today, I will do this video and I will give a message. I will give a reminder to the Yorubas, those that believe in one Nigeria. When I say Afonja, I don't mean the followers of Yoruba Nation. I don't mean Chief Sunday Igbo. I don't mean the last man standing, my very good man, Koiki Media, the white lion. No. When I'm speaking about Afonja in this video, I mean those who love the caliphate. Those who come from the bloodline of Afonja. A man who lost everything due to greed to the caliphate. Today, we heard what happened last night when some men were attacking our prime minister. He was doing a broadcast, speaking about the 48 hours deadline given to the zoo, Fulani killer headsmen in our bushes. And again, the savior of the caliphate, Afonja, they came. I will not go further. Make when I hear this discussion, then I will come back. I will come remind the Yorubas of this man they call Afonja. They must remember Afonja. If you're ready, let's go there. Listen.
Camclean, do you still have another question? Big deal, over to you.
Yeah, hello. I am fully one Nigeria, and I want to ask this question to the self-acclaimed Prime Minister. When your superior, Nnamdi Kanu, is out, are you going to hand over power to him, or there will be power tussle? Because I see you love power a lot. So that's my first question.
Are you worried?
Yes, I'm worried because
thank you very much. That's what
you are not well known like him. He himself, nobody sent him on SI.
I am happy that you are worried and you are not worried about him.
I'm not worried.
Answered, and that have actually answered you. I'm not
upset. You upset? Are you angry?
I'm not upset. Why should I be angry? If I'm angry, I'll kick you out here.
Okay,
I'm very happy. I am very, very happy that you are worried. And that's actually what made me the Prime Minister.
I'm not worried
about it. You need to be. You said you are worried about me.
That's a slip of tongue. I'm not worried.
Because now.
so the question is.
Afonja, hold on there. A slip of tongue. Afonja. Afonja. Hey, God. You guys will never learn. Let's continue. Listen.
You are scared. You said we should ask questions. Now you are running.
you don't need to be going up and down. You said you are worried, and then I started to address you. You say you are not worried against the slip of tongue.
You are running. You are running. Let me ask you my question. If you are the Prime Minister,
go ahead.
Should I go ahead before you kick me out? Okay.
Go ahead.
My question is this: since Nnamdi Kanu, which me I recognize, if he's out, are you going to hand over power to him as your superior? Yes or no?
And I ask you again, what is your concern about Biafra?
Because
you are worried about who becomes the leader and who is not the leader.
Yeah, because you want to rule from Finland. Why?
Yes.
Nnamdi Kanu want to rule?
Listen to me. I am already ruling from Finland, not I want to. Did you not hear
that is not acceptable. You can't just control your
don't need
people
to
from
accept.
Finland.
You don't need to accept, but it's a fact.
And my second question before
let me ask you again before I kick you out.
Okay, I know you kick me out, but second question.
Let me ask you again.
You keep on crying.
Are you supporting the drug lord?
I'm not supporting none of that.
But he is ruling you.
But I'm supporting Nnamdi Kanu, and he's your superior.
You don't want to accept that. Kanu. I'm asking you about your president. You are one Nigeria. You said you are power Nigeria. Talk about your Nigeria, not about
If you know where I'm from, you know it's not my president. But I want to ask if you will,
where are you from?
If you will leave power for your superior, because you love power so much, and that will be an issue. Because Nnamdi Kanu will rule Nigeria in Nigeria if he wants to. But you want to rule from Finland. Who does that? Come to Nigeria and do your work.
You know that your statement now is what made Biafra to make me the prime minister.
Nobody make you prime minister. It's a self-acclaimed prime minister.
Hey,
that's what I know, and that's what everybody knows.
Everybody know that because of this your statement now. Well, that's why Biafrans are supporting me, because they want anybody that Nigeria like you we hate.
No, if your superior is out, which the international body recognize, are you going to hand over power to him?
And who told you that international body did not recognize me?
Because you are not ready to hand over power to him. That's my case. So I'm a full supporter.
You are worried about me handing over the power. Release him first now. Can you release him? Tell them to release him first.
No, you should work that. If you are one Biafra, you should work out that, because you are isolating yourself, doing all this business, creating app and doing all those things, making money for yourself. What about your superior?
And that is your problem.
What about your superior?
Were you not the one who kidnapped my superior?
Nobody kidnapped your superior. You have to fight for your superior. Stop staying in Finland, causing issues.
It's not reasonable.
You are running. Thank you very much. You are running. You can't stand.
Prime Minister of Biafra in exile. And this is exactly what Biafra want to hear. Biafra wants somebody who will fight for them and they deal with Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu has done his job. If he come, he will continue where he stopped. But for now, I remain the prime minister and I'm here to fight Nigeria until the last day that the declaration will happen and we'll defend it.
You know, some Nigerians come and speak English and contradict themselves. You outrightly said that, Prime Minister, you have a superior. What did you now mean that he has a superior? Then you're now saying that he is taking power. And you're asking if he will hand over powers to his superior. Grammar definition for you. Prime Minister, do you still have time?
Yes, we need them more. We need them more
of them
to contradict themselves.
Okay.
And of course, it is good that they are crying about the activities of the prime minister. They can't stand it. They think I am here to do like Nnamdi Kanu, who people will be killed under his watch. Those following him will just sing in the street and share it on the social media, and it ends there. No, under my watch, if you kill any Biafran, we will unleash the hair on you, and that's what we are doing to Nigeria. We have not even started. You are here crying. Your military terrorists will die in our land every day until we liberate ourselves from Nigeria. If that is your problem, believe me, we have just started. Just wait and see what will happen before the 2nd December.
PM.
Hold it there, my brother. Hold it there. Hold it there. Thank you very much. Hey, my people. This one sweet well. I cannot even, I am tempted to break it down word for word, line for line. Hey, God. But I think we may have to leave this one here because it is very, very sweet. It is hot. Very, very hot. Or what do you think? Should I break it down line for line, word for word? Okay, let's break it down. Listen.
Come clean. Do you still have another question? Okay. Big deal, over to you.
Yeah, hello. I am fully one Nigeria. And I want to ask this question to the self-acclaimed Prime Minister. When your superior, Nnamdi Kanu, is out, are you going to hand over power to him?
What is there? When your superior, Nnamdi Kanu, you can tell he has a tongue of Afonja. But he will pretend. He will pretend he's not a Yoruba. Mind you, when I'm speaking about the Afonja, I'm not speaking about those who believe in Yoruba nation. I'm not speaking about the followers of Chief Sunday, Oloye, Adeyemo, Igbo, aka Igbo Hosha. Hey, my God, have mercy. I'm not speaking about his faithful disciple, his spokesperson, my good friend, Koiki Media. No, I am exempting those ones from the Afonjas. Because some of you have forgotten the culture, the history of your Afonja. What that man did in the lorry. I will go into that one later, but I felt I need to break this video down. Permettez-moi, as they say in French, permettez-moi to go on. Listen.
Power tussle, because I see you love power a lot. So that's my first question.
Are you worried?
Yes, I'm worried because
Thank you very much. That's
you
what
are not well. You are not well known like him. He
All
himself, nobody sent him on SI.
I am happy that you are worried and you are not worried about him.
Hold it there, Simon, by PM, please. He said, are you worried? He said, of course, I am worried. You must be worried, my brother. You better be worried. And from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. Simon came with a coded question. Make a break it down for pidgin English. God can't give Simon Ekpa the wisdom to ask that question. He say, are you worried? Of course, I am worried. And he told you, say, in talk, say him. Now, a lover of one Nigeria. He's an ardent lover. A person when love Nigeria well. He believe in the Fulani cabal. He believe in the caliphate. He believe in Tinubu. And now they are worried for the first time. When we tell us, say, Simon Ekpa said, him go make the kidnapping of Nnamdi Kanu more expensive than releasing him. Some of them don't understand that one. Now they are worried. Just last month, the man they call General Christopher Musa, in talk say him, they worried. They are worried, they are panicking, they are shaking, they are quaking. Because we are on a countdown. Lord have mercy. July is almost gone, my people. Small, we don't begin smell the month of August. After August, we're going to enter the ember months. Ember. September, October, November, December. My dad calls it the ember months. Ember months. We're getting close. We're going to count down. 5 months and few days. We shall get to the 2nd of December. They are worried. He came here asking about the so-called, asking. Let's continue. Let's listen.
Answered. And that have actually answered you. I'm not upset.
Are you angry?
I'm not upset. Why should I be angry? If I'm angry, I'll kick you out here.
Okay,
but I'm very happy. I am very, very happy that you are worried. And that's actually what made me the prime minister.
I'm not worried
about it. You said you are worried about me.
That's a slip of tongue. I'm not worried.
Cowards! I'm not worried. That's a slip of tongue. This guy is changed like the weather. Afonja spirit is in this guy. You can tell the same thing happened to Afonja when he thought he was in bed with the caliphate. Anything say him and the Fulani cabal, they have an MOU, a memorandum of understanding. In call them come, Alimi, he call them come, say, come and help me fight some people when they come. Next thing, he invites them, come Ilorin. They can't get land for Ilorin. Alimi can't use scope, can't use 419, tell them, say, to have this bond together. I could give you, a Fulani woman to marry. He can't marry the woman. Through the man they call Afonja, now through him and his partnership. Let me go spiritual on this one. The partnership when Afonja signed with the caliphate. That was how Islam entered the Yoruba culture. The partnership when Afonja signed with the caliphate. That was how Islam can enter Yoruba culture. And before you know him, Just like last 2 months, those in Oyo, the people of Oyo, they claim they are farmers. They signed a partnership with Mieti Yala. Mieti Allah. They signed a partnership, an MOU, Memorandum of Understanding. Say make their headsmen begin come Yoruba land, but make them not chop their crops. They have not learned from Afonja. The mistake he made, they've not learned. Any partnership will una sign, not to our own detriment. Today, the cabal, they don't begin carry their headsmen, they enter on a farm. Today, una farmers know they safe again. Today, there is kidnapping in your land. Today, they are now taking over the resources in Oyo State. The same Oyo. When we tell you guys to be careful, you guys don't understand. The place when they signed the MOU, that same Oyo State now, the land is gone, the resources is gone. In February, January, they throw bomb for Oyo. Ibadan, the capital. What a shame, a disgrace. Because they want to till the soil. You know how when you want plant crops, you go dig hole for ground, then plant the crops. When you want take resources, when you want take the gold from the Yoruba land or any land, sometimes to till the soil, you can't drop bomb, what they call a dynamite. When you throw the bomb, you go dig hole, can't throw the bomb there. The bomb, when it can't explode, there will now be a more like a big explosion when you can't till the soil. You can't flip the soil upside down. What that means? Say the thing when they underground for the soil, you can't come up. The one when they up, could go down. That way, the gold when they hide underground, they will can't get everything. So now they'll come test the soil to know the level of gold when they're that area. They have found out. The Fulani Cabal don't know how much gold they for your state. Sheyi, the governor, they pretend say, oh, it's some illegal miners. Men that were given contract by Buhari, a Fulani man, to come to Yoruba land, to come take una resources. Governor Sheyi, they talk saying illegal miners. When you keep on signing this partnership with the cabal, now una go lose at last. The same way Afonja signed a partnership with Alimi, a Fulani man. Today, Ilorin is now a Fulani land. That's how it goes. Make we hear this boy. Now, this boy, when they talk so, now Yoruba man, he believes that because Tinubu is in power, everything is fine. He believes in the caliphate. And now he they call Simon Ekpa. They tell him, say, what will you do? Will you hand over to your guy? Let's continue. Listen.
So the question is
remove him.
You are scared. You said we should ask question. Now you are running.
you don't need to be going up and down. You said you are worried, and then I started to address you. You say you are not worried against the slip of tongue.
You are running. You are running. Let me ask you my question. If you are
go ahead.
Should I go ahead?
Go ahead, Afonja.
Okay.
Go ahead.
My question is this: since Nnamdi Kanu, which me I recognize, if he's out, are you going to hand over power to him as your superior? Yes or no?
And I ask you again, what is your concern about Biafra?
Because you
are worried about who becomes the leader and who is not the leader.
Yeah, because you want to rule from Finland. Why?
Yes.
Nnamdi Kanu want to rule?
Listen to me. I am already ruling from Finland. I want to. Did you not hear the
that is not acceptable. You can't just control your
people. To show you where the interest they. Then they fear Simon Ekpa. They know say this boy now wahala. Simon be like bone when they for their throats. They are choking on a fish bone. They don't chop fish. The bone don't hang them for throat. They are now choking on a fish bone. And then say it is not acceptable for Simon to be the ruler. Hi! Lord have mercy. Afonja. After this place, so I will come with a video to Shokuna to remind you this man they call Afonja. I will remind you all. The Yorubas that bow down and say Allah Akbar. I will remind you where it came from. Because last time I checked, your religion has nothing to do with that. You believe in your Shongo, the Orisha, and the rest of them. Ogun, all those things. Obatola, that is who you are. Your spirituality and your traditional rules. You've got nothing to do with the Arabic religion called Islam. I will remind you where it came from. I swear to God, today I go remind you now where it came from. The way this man is speaking, the reason why this man is speaking this way, he sees there's a fire on the mountain. Nigeria is burning up. Nigeria is going down. He still loves the Nigeria. He says he's a one Nigerian lover. Because you have somebody there in power now. You say you are one Nigerian lover. But when Buhari was there, you were saying, oh, we want, Yoruba nation, Yoruba nation. But now that your brother is there, now you are saying you are an ardent lover of one Nigeria. You love Nigeria now. So what will you do after 8 years when Tinubu is gone and somebody else is there? You will now come, hey, we want Yoruba nation. That will make you a coward that you are. You are a coward. You are a coward. You did flip-flop. You did flip all the time. Today you are cold, tomorrow you are hot. 1 minute you are saying yes, the other minute you are saying no. 1 minute you say you are worried, the other minute you say no, I'm not worried though. It's a slip of my tongue. Let's continue, I beg.
You don't need to accept, but it's a fact.
And my second question before
let me ask you again before I kick you out.
Okay, I know you kick me out, but second question.
Let me ask you again.
You keep on crying.
Are you supporting the drug lord?
I'm not supporting none of that.
But he's ruling you.
But I'm supporting Nnamdi Kanu, and if you are supporting,
you don't want to accept that. Kanu. I'm asking you about your president. You are one Nigeria. You said you are part one Nigeria. Talk about your Nigeria, not about
If you know where I'm from, you know it's not my president. But I want to ask if you will,
where are you from?
If you will leave power for your superior.
You are a criminal to say you're not. Even Yoruba now, stop pretending. This is the problem that they flip-flanked. He's always flipping left and right. For the fact when you call the name of Nnamdi Kanu, you are saying Nnamdi Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu. That's your accent. You need to accept it that way. Nnamdi Kanu, that Yoruba accent be that. Respect to my Yoruba nation brothers. Respect to Chief Sunday Igbo. And respect to the White Lion. Last man standing. Koiki Media, man, how I wish there are more men like you. How I wish. You are indeed the last man standing. Koiki, I watch your videos every day. I see the way you break it down. You are doing well. You are doing a great job. You are indeed the last man standing. And I am sure your leader, Chief Sunday Adeyemo, a.k.a. Sunday Igbo, I believe he'll be happy with you. He'll be proud of you. The same way our leader Nnamdi Kanu will be proud of His Excellency, Mazi Ekpa Simon Njoku, for keeping the fire burning. So, but today, I have to speak on this. Because we didn't mind our business, Jeje. We were doing our forum, Jeje. Our Prime Minister was giving out an instruction to the zoo, commanding those who are in our forest. He gave them 48 hours to vacate the land of Biafra, the bushes of Biafra, the forest of Biafra. But unfortunately, Afonja can't come there. You see, so even though I love my Yoruba people going for the movement, sometimes you must separate the chaff from the wheat. You must do that sometimes. The layman might see it like a friendly fire. The cabal, they are hoping that we will now be fighting with the Yorubas because of the nonsense this boy is talking here. But I needed to apply wisdom. That's why I say this video is not about the real Yoruba nation freedom fighters. And I was being more specific. I called out names of those I respect because they are doing a good job. And I believe in them. Let's continue. Listen.
Power so much, and that will be an issue because Nnamdi Kanu will rule Nigeria in Nigeria if he wants to. But you want to rule from Finland. Who does that? Come to Nigeria and do your work.
You know that your statement now is what made Biafra to make me the prime minister.
Nobody make you prime minister. It's a self-acclaimed prime minister.
Hey, you see how Afonja, Afonja is speaking the same script of the media. Nobody made the prime minister. It is a self-acclaimed prime minister. Afonja, you guys will never learn. That you have lost Kogi, that you have lost Kwara. I say, I have no pity for cowards. Your selfish interest will always make you to lose everything. You were so confident when you went into that partnership. Afonja was so confident. He was defeating his neighbors, the other community people. He now brought in the Fulani to join him. He even told them to teach him the spirits, the magic they use in fighting. He believed in them. He was so confident there was a partnership. The same way Tinubu now is so confident that Emilo Kon, Egbekini Iwa, Emilo Kon, Egbekini Iwa, bring this thing come, now my turn. Now me make Buhari day way day so. Buhari fed the president. Oh Lord, the first time we conle. Oh Lord, second time we conle. Oh Lord, the third time we conle. Buhari wan suku. Oh wan suku. Buhari wan suku. Buhari kon dey cry. Moi ça veut Buhari pe ema ke. I can't tell Buhari say make you no cry again. No. Continue, I beg, continue. Continue now. He's scared. Continue, please.
Okay. That's what everybody knows.
Everybody know that because of this your statement now, that's why Biafrans are supporting me. Because they want anybody that Nigeria like you we hate.
Exactly.
No, if your superior is out, which the international body recognize, are you going to hand over power to
and
him?
who told you that the international body did not recognize me?
My PM, this is why. If your superior is out, are you going to hand power over to him? Afonja power. Afonja on politics. Power. Emilo Kon. Egbe kini wa. Egbe wa. Efu bikini. Tinubu. Look at what they are doing to you now, Tinubu. Look at what they are doing to you. You thought you're full the caliphate. I told you, say, the cabal cannot be trusted. Tinubu is the only person when fooled them. He was wise to an extent. He is the Jagaban. Respect him. He is a Jagaban. But the problem is, say, the caliphate, you must speak to them in a language they will understand. If you go through the back door, then go catch you through the back door. Koniman die, Koniman bury him. What do I mean? When Tinubu came, he pretended. He went with Shoyinka. The reason why now he's blessing Shoyinka, he reward him for everything. Something happened. Shoyinka can use 419. Tell his boys, his pirate boys, to make a song. Emi lokan, Baba we know well. It is say me lokan, and they shake like they shake. Baba we know well. It is say me lokan. When that song came out, Shoyinka was behind it. It was a dog whistle to say Tinubu is sick. His hand is shaking, his leg is shaking. But that was a lie. Tinubu was not sick during that time. He was not. So, Shoyinka can't carry the video. If you remember, Sahara News first put the video out. Say some pirate boys, they were singing this. Then the next thing when we see, Shoyinka can come out, when they attack them, say, why will you insult an elderly man who is sick? It's unfair to insult the sick. Next thing, Tinubu went to go greet those and Oba. They can't use to take water, pour for in Agbada. It can't wet. Like say him don't piss. Now lie be that again. So that him can't use that, he can't confuse the cabal. Cabal can't think say Tinubu is sick. When they say Tinubu don't they sick now, out of greed, they can't believe say okay, maximum 6 months. He will not last in power. That was only time when Buhari can agree for Tinubu to become president, because Buhari had his own candidates. But those antics of saying he's sick, hand they shake, leg they shake, he they peace, even there for plane, he puts pipe for hand. We now saw that pipe. We say, that was the 419. So now the Kabah, they are angry. They say, Tinubu don't fool them. He they pain them now. So this when you won't come, so they riot, I mean, they protest when they come, so the cabal, they won't strike back. Koniman die, Koniman bury him. Koniman die, Koniman bury him. Only a thief can tell the footsteps of another thief. Only a thief can tell the footsteps of another thief. For the fact Tinubu fooled the cabal, now they are playing their own game to catch him back. Because now they are saying he's talking well now. Before he was saying, balabu, bulaba, bulaba, agbado, con. That was all gimmicks. Now he's speaking Queen's English again. Tinubu now is speaking Queen's English. If you notice. So the cabal now, they say, walai talai, this one catch us. Walai talai, Tinubu is the first to fool us. And they are not happy about it. But the Afonjas, they are trying their way. They know, say, if the Biafrans free ourselves, it will be now between them and Fulani Cabal. So they want us, the Biafrans, to remain in Nigeria. The Afonjas, because they know, say, now we be the stubborn block. Now Biafrans, they stubborn. Now only us we fight the Cabal. But the problem is, say, whenever we won't fight the Cabal, the Afonja, they'll come go the back, go tell the Cabal, say, please, we are here to work with you. Support us, we shall work with you. You see, that's the problem we have. So now when we say things are going this way, we the Biafrans we are living, they can't begin fear now. They won't use 419 to make us to remain in Nigeria. That's the game they are playing. So what you're hearing from this boy is somebody who is worried. Say the Biafrans they are living. He won't find a way to talk, say, will you give to your soul, if Nnamdi Kanu is released, will you give him power? Those guys, they don't know what's coming. They know what is coming, but they are scared because they don't say, if the Biafrans leave that zoo called Nigeria, the battle will now be between the Yorubas and the Fulani Cabal. Because after the Biafra land, the next land won't get more resources than the Yoruba land. You see, so they know this game. I keep saying this, the bully in the classroom, you must understand that analogy. A bully in the classroom. I was bullied as a child in a classroom, but my only luck be say, now only me they fight back. Yes, the bully will beat me. Yes, the bully will push my chair. I go once sit down for chair. The bully go come out my chair. I go fall for grand. But when I stand up, I go fight the bully go beat me. But guess what? During lunchtime, I was the only child that could eat my lunch. I was the only child that the bully did not have the balls to touch my food when they give me for lunch. Why? Because now only me they fight them. But the other boys then when they fear the bully go come when they want to chop their lunch. The bully go put their hand. He go take egg. He go take bread. He go take plantain. He go take potato from their food. They can't talk. They'll be smiling. Kayode, take food and take food. Kayode. The bully's name then was Kayode, one big boy. The boy don't fail class like 5 times. The boy failed class like 5 times. He senior us. So when they bully me, I they cry, I they fight him back, but I will cry because they're my senior. But when we want chop food, now only me they chop my food because he no say this boy na trouble. But those ones when they fall and smile, then go open their food plate. You go chook hand, take fish. You go chop egg. You go take plantain here. You go take bread here. This is what he was doing in the class. I was the only one eating my food because deep inside, the bully knew this one is the trouble. Deep inside, that bully knows say this one na wahala. You see him. And the other ones, they were growing hungry in the lunch. Oh my God. The bully in the classroom. I stood firm. I stood tall. But he was playing all the pranks on me. You enter class, you want to sit down for your chair. The bully will come out the chair, you come fall for grand. When you fall, they go they laugh. People go, the whole class go they laugh. I go stand up, rush the bully, grab him, he go grab me back, he go put him for ground, he go beat me, I go stand up again. I was a soldier, man, as a child. But guess what? That meant I was eating my lunch complete. Nobody had the balls to touch my lunch because the bully deep inside, he was scared. But the other cowards, if they had the metal I had, if they had that kind of mentality, by now we all could have joined our hand and beat the bully, and the class would have been the most peaceful class in that school. But they chickened out. They were cowards. Bunch of cowards. So when I see the cabal, and the way the Afonjas, they are behaving, they are signing an MOU with them, a partnership. Oh God, have mercy. I will show you what is coming soon. I will remind you, the Afonjas, what is coming towards the end of this video. I go remind you now. Let's continue, I beg.
Because you are not ready to hand over power to him. That's my case.
So
I'm a full supporter.
You are worried about me handing over the power. Release him first now. Can you release him? Tell them to release him first.
No, you should work that. If you are one Biafra, you should work out that, because you are isolating yourself, doing all this business, creating app and doing all those things, making money for yourself. What about your superior?
And that is your problem.
Your superior?
Were you not the one who kidnapped my superior?
Nobody kidnapped your superior. You have to fight for your superior. Stop saying
nobody kidnapped me. Please, causing issues. Is not reasonable.
You are running. Thank you very much. You are running. You can't start.
Prime Minister of Biafra in exile. And this is exactly what Biafra want to hear. Biafra wants somebody who will fight for them, yes, and they deal with Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu has done his job. If he come, he will continue where he stopped. But for now, I remain the Prime Minister, and I'm here to fight Nigeria until the last day that the declaration will happen, and we'll defend it.
You know, some Nigerians come and speak English and contradict themselves. You outrightly said that, Prime Minister, you have a superior.
My brother, they do that one. Don't worry about them. They know the game. They're just playing games. Now, let me remind the Afonjas. Let me remind them. You must know your history. You cannot run away from your history. That's who you are. And the only way you can change your path is for you to revisit your history. You look back like the Sankofa bird. The only bird when they smart. As the bird, they chop food. The bird, they look back to remember where it come from. That bird, they're very, very intelligent. A wise bird known as Sankofa. As if they chop food, as if they walk, if they look back. Always. Let me show you something to remind you what happened to you in the so-called partnership you had with the Fulani Cabal. It will be touchy, but I hope this one will remind you now. Say the Biafrans, so we are not your enemies, but this one will remind you of who the real enemy is. Those that you have turned around and you say the Igbo, Omo Okoro, they are coming to steal the Lagos. I go remind you now. I'll remind you, your real enemy. If you are ready, let's go there. Listen.
The rivalry between the Fulani and Afonja descendants over the throne of Ilorin is deeply rooted in history. The Fulani's claim to the kingship of the ancient town is based on the fact that the throne had from time immemorial been occupied by one of their own. On the other hand, the Afonja descendants, who happen to be the majority, insist that since their ancestors founded Ilorin, their claim to the throne ought not to be disputed. Although history seems to favor the Fulani's claims to the throne, it is important to know that the progenitor of the Fulani indigents of Ilorin, Alimi, was a tenant to Afonja. But the death of both Afonja and Alimi, however, brought about the emergence of Alimi's eldest son as the first monarch of what was then known as Ilorin. In this video, we will understand how the rivalry between the Afonjas and the Fulanis all started, and also who should sit on the throne of the Ilorin Empire. But before we continue, kindly support my channel by hitting the like button, subscribe to my channel, and enable post notifications so you will not miss my stories. The Afonja and Fulani inhabitants of Ilorin, the present capital of Kwara State, Nigeria, have for so long been at loggerheads over who should produce the next monarch for the town. History has traced the story to the 19th century. It was said that the Ilorin of today was founded by Afonja, the then Are Onakakanfo, a title for the Generalissimo to Alafin of Old Oyo, who used the town as his military outpost. In those days, this outpost was responsible for carrying out war expeditions for the Alafin. In the usual nomadic wandering, Alimi, a Fulani by origin, arrived in Ilorin in search of greener pastures and was hosted by Afonja. But soon after Alimi's arrival, a rift broke out between the then Alafin and Afonja, and within a short while, the disagreement degenerated into a serious conflict. At the peak of the disagreement, the Alafin and Afonja had to take up arms against each other. Afonja, out of regard for Alimi's spiritual and military prowess, sought his support. And as a way to show gratitude for harboring him, Alimi mobilized his army in support of Afonja, and this led to a resounding victory over the Alafin. The defeat forced the then Alafin to migrate from Old Oyo to the place now called Oyo. And it happened that after the war, Afonja pleaded with Alimi to teach his children the secrets of spiritual power so they could also become invincible. But when both men passed away, Abdusalami, Alimi's son, took after his father's role of teaching Afonja's children. But it was about the same time that the community decided to appoint a leader for the village. But that was just the beginning of the long-standing rivalry between the Afonjas and the Fulanis. Naturally, and according to African tradition, one would have thought that the leadership would have gone to Afonja's son, but that was met by strong opposition from Abu Salami, who had an upper hand considering that the military was dominated by his kinsmen. Unfortunately, and as fate may have it, Abu Salami became the ruler of what is now called Ilorin around the year 1831, but that is not the end of the story. In today's Ilorin, Afonja's descendants believe that their forefathers were cheated and wanted redress. On the other hand, Alimi's people are claiming that Afonja people never ruled Ilorin, and as such, no precedent exists to back their claims. Such incident was not the first time the Afonja would attempt to assert their rights to Ilorin kingship. According to oral history, in 1895, the Afonja rose against the then emir, burnt his palace, and also eliminated him. But they were not able to enthrone a king of Afonja extraction. And in 1913, when Lord Lugard administered northern and southern Nigeria, Afonjas were said to have spearheaded the riots over tax to bring the rulership of the then emir to ridicule. Also in 1936, the Afonjas attempted to oust Emir Abdul Qadir, who was banished to Kaduna but was reinstated by the colonial administration. But in 1978, the George Eni administration of Kwara State raised a judicial panel of inquiry to look into the Afonja agitation. The Afonja people reportedly made a case for the merging of Kwara State with Southwest before the commission, while also laying claims to the Ilorin throne. It was said that they even claimed antecedent to the throne, as they allegedly said that Afonjas had produced 4 Obas in Ilorin before the arrival of the Fulanis, a claim that was strongly countered by the Fulanis. Sadly, the report of the panel never saw the light of the day, while there was also no white paper from the government. A twist to the tussle was a petition by 3 of the 6 Afonja chiefs in Ilorin to the State House of Assembly, complaining that they have been classified as upgraded by the government, allegedly at the behests of the emir. The upgrading, according to the chiefs, suited the emir so that there will be no more rivalry of any sort from the Afonjas to his authority. Another angle to the agitation is the demand for Oya State, which will comprise the Yoruba-speaking areas of Kwara and Kogi states. Sadly, all efforts by the Afonjas to take over the throne of Ilorin seem to have failed, as their aspirations never saw the light of the day. But then, here is my question. Based on the available history, who do you think is the rightful owner of the Ilorin throne? I would love to see your responses in the comment section. And please don't forget to like this video.
Well done, my brother. Well done there. Well, he has spoken well. You've spoken well, my brother. You've spoken well. This is just to show you guys a brief history that the Biafrans have never been the problem. Afonja, Biafra, we have never been your problem. From the 17th century till now, when you introduced the Fulani into your land, when you harbored them, when you gave them a land, till today, because of that, you have lost Kwara State. You have lost Kogi State. It was you that did it. In Lagos, they say the Igbo, Omo Okoro, you are coming to steal land. That's not true. I keep telling you that story about the bully in the classroom. You all know the bully, but you pretend not to know the bully. Lord have mercy. You know deep inside, the battle is between you and the Fulanis. Afonja, let the spirit of your ancestors guide you in this time. Go back to your history. The children of Afonja, those with the DNA of Afonja, take your time. Go back and study. Go and study. Grab the textbooks. Grab the journal. Go to the library and read about your history. Read about those who have been adversaries to you guys from the beginning. Not the Biafrans, not the Igbos. I've taken my time to check why do we have these problems with the Yorubas. Why do we have this problem? I have checked all across the annals of history. I have checked, I have read everything. I have been seeking documents. There was never a time we have this kind of problem. The only reason why you're having this problem now between the Igbos and the Yorubas, I'll call a spade a spade. I will call a spade a spade. Because most of these so-called politicians, governors ruling Lagos now, even Tinubu, I was in Lagos before Tinubu. They are foreigners, mercenaries that came to Lagos. And they changed the culture of Lagos. Next time, I promise you all, I will do a 5-minute clips to remind the Yorubas of your culture. You have allowed foreigners to come to Lagos and rule Lagos. Men who came from a very backward community in a different state, Osun State, or Ogun State, Ekiti State, men from different, that had a small, they are myopic in their views. They don't understand Lagos. Some of them, they came there in the 90s. And now they are governor. Sanwo-Olu came to Lagos in the, late 80s or early 90s. And they made him the governor. He doesn't understand the culture of Lagos. He doesn't see Lagos as a melting pot. A place where even before Nigeria was made, Oyibo called them a colony. It was a colony. And when the zoo became whatever they became, they now also had what they had. They had what they had then, and all those things. And Lagos became the capital. These are things you need to understand. In any place you find the capital, it will become a melting pot. Everybody, every tribe, they'll be going towards the capital because of what? Civil service. When you are running the government, you are running the public service, you are running the civil service, your head office, your headquarters will be at the capital. Lagos became a melting pot. But now some people that came from a backward, a shithole village from a different state, Jagaban has now made them governors in Lagos. And they came with that small myopic view. And they're coming, they're surprised. How come you have the Igbos here? How come you have Awankini? They don't understand that. So now they are coming with that small-mindedness. They are pointing on the other tribes, making Lagos, those in Lagos to now start hating people living in Lagos. When in every place, the capital is the melting pot. If you go to America, Washington is the same thing. Even New York is a melting pot. When you go to the UK, when you get to London, it's a melting pot. All the tribes, all the nations, they live there. The capital is always the melting pot. Because those that work in the civil service, their head office will be there. The main branch will be there. When it comes to even high commissions and the rest of that, embassies, you find them in the capital. That's why that place becomes a melting pot. And people that have lived there over time, those that lived there immediately after the Civil War, most of the Biafrans, after the Civil War, they moved down to Lagos. I told you the story about my father. The 20 pound they gave to him, the 20 pound that they gave to him to eat and die, he bought a rally bicycle. And with that bicycle, he rode from Biafra land to Lagos. So most of us were born in Lagos. Most of us will live, in fact, we have more rights of Lagos than these idiots who are now governors of Lagos State. People that came from a foreign land. Jagaban made them governors. He's now the godfather of Lagos. And now you are saying the Igbos are the problem. 10 years from now, Abuja now will become the melting pot. When they move the capital to somewhere else, those in Abuja will say the Igbos are the problem. But right now that Abuja is the capital, it is now a melting pot. People, they are going there to do business, they are going to do trade, they are going to, over time, they will settle down there, they will have their children. That is how it is everywhere in the whole world. Which is why I'm saying the Biafrans have to go. Because the problem is not Lagos. The problem is not the Igbos coming to take Lagos or the Yoruba land. No. The problem is the hatred you have for the Igbos. In fact, someone told me, say, come, yes, so the Fulani, they're a problem. Oh. Yes. The Fulanis don't trust you. They don't like you. But be careful. The sons of Afonja, them hate una pass the Fulani. Them hate una pass the Hausa. Because it was their son that came with the policy to blockade the food during the Biafran War. Awolowo, I will try not to speak on him because he's somebody that is highly revered by the Yorubas. But they told me, say, look, you think the Fulani, they hate you. Those that hate you more than them are the Afonjas. But today, I chose to go back to history to remind you your real enemy. So that when you have that gun and you have just one bullet in that gun, when you see the Igbo man and the Fulani man, you should know who to aim with that bullet. Because till this day, we have no issues with you guys. The Igbos living in Yoruba land, the Igbos living in Lagos, all they came there is, in fact, the houses they bought the land. If the house them buy from you, when you sell the house and you went to the Western world, they took the house, they broke it down, they renovated the house, and now it's looking so beautiful. Why are you now looking at the house that they have, upgraded, and now you are angry with them? Now you sell the house, you take the money when they pay you. You went to USA, you went to Britain, you went to Canada, you went to Australia. The Igbo man won't pay you the money, come break the house down, come renovate them, come make them look beautiful. Now you are from your Canada, you are from America, you are seeing pictures of that house. You are not getting jealous of how beautiful the house is. And now you are hating on the Igbo man that is living in that house. We heard from Tunde Bakare how all the elites of the Yorubas, they had a meeting and they said the Igbos, they've taken over Lagos. Lord have mercy. They said we have taken over Lagos. Thank God, Tunde Bakare was led by his spirit to speak out the truth. And you all heard the response he told them. That the Igbos did not come with guns to steal your land. You sold your land to them. Lord have mercy. Lord, I will not waste my time on this one. I'm saying this because I was so annoyed Even though I'm laughing in this video, I was so angry the way this boy, that Afonja boy, came in a broadcast done by our prime minister. He came to interrupt with a stupid question. Because he loved the caliphate. He loved Tinubu and the rest of them. Afonja, we are not your problem. Go and look in the mirror. Take a look at the mirror. Look at those in your land. Look at those coming with AK-47. Look at those throwing dynamite in Ibadan in search of gold. Look at those coming with their cows. Look at those even Chief Sunday Igbo went to war for. I know if it was the Igbos that threw bomb in Ibadan in search of gold, by now we know what will happen to, in fact, the whole news, everybody will be enraged. All the Igbo man is doing in Yoruba land is trade and business. All we are doing is trade and business. Which is why we are saying from the 2nd of December, it is time to call them back home. It is time to come back home, because once we get our Biafra, anybody will choose to live abroad, that's their business. The only reason why I'm speaking for the Biafrans still in Lagos is because this one Nigerian thing is still a problem. If you claim you are one Nigeria, it means you have the right to live anywhere you want to live and do business. But when Biafra comes, the Biafrans that chose to stay in the north, those that choose to stay in the west, you are on your own. We shall see you as migrants in a foreign country. And by law, you must obey the rules, the regulation, the immigration policies of the Yoruba land when we have our Biafra. You must obey the migration rules, or if na point-based system, or if na visa rules, or if na spouse rules, or of the other states you find yourself when we have our Biafra. I will show no pity for you. I will show no sympathy for you. If they burn down your business, we shall only speak on a diplomatic level. Once we have our Biafra and you choose to remain in Lagos or any land in that zoo called Nigeria, to the Igbos, to the Biafrans, you are on your own. All we'll do then is diplomacy, because you have your own country. If you choose to live abroad, that's your business. When Biafra come, that will be your business. The only reason why we are fighting for you guys now, why we are crying, say they are burning your business, is because that zoo, they came with that lie, the mantra of one Nigeria. They told you they believe in one Nigeria. It means you can live anywhere in that zoo. That's why till this day, we are still speaking and fighting for you guys. But once we have our Biafra from the 2nd of December, any idiot that choose to live in Lagos, or that choose to live in the north, or that's your business. You are there as an economic migrant, and you must respect the rules and laws of those countries. If that the Sharia law, therefore not. If you choose to live in the north, you must support and respect the Sharia law. When we have our Biafra, if you go live for that place, so you are on your own. The same way, if you go and live in Saudi Arabia, you must follow their law. If you go to Dubai, you must follow their rules and regulations. That's how it is. You see me, I call a spade a spade. I'm as clean as a whistle. I am whiter than white. I call a spade a spade. Because we've told you guys to come back home. We want you guys to come back home. You don't want to listen. You believe in one Nigeria. Come back home. You say you believe in one Nigeria. Okay, I've got news for you. Once we have our Biafra from 2nd of December, any of you still living in Lagos, you must follow the rules and regulations of the Yoruba nation. If they say, okay, you need a visa, it is on you. You must obey them then. Because now you are in their country. I rest my case. For those who have ears, let them hear. For those who have ears, let them hear. Yorubas, Afonja, your enemy is not the Biafrans. Your enemy are not the Igbos. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. Tell yourself the truth for once. Don't be scared of the bully. Don't be scared of the bully. Don't fall for the same mistakes over and over and over again. Look in the eyes of those you are signing a partnership with. Look in the eyes of those you are doing a milocon with. Don't blame the Igbos. We have no dog in your fight. Tinubu, there is a riot coming very, very soon. A protest to end bad governance in that zoo. We have no business with it. Look in the eyes. You know those who are behind it. Don't spin it around and say, oh, it's the Igbo, so we heard it is the Igbo, so don't do that. Look in the mirror for once and stop being a coward. Look in the mirror and call a spade a spade. God bless you.
Yeah, check me out. Superstars Media. Lord Lugard, Bloomington, Lord Lugard, and it's Wild Flora Show. 1914 amalgamation is what we dying for. 3 nations to 1 nation, ever since annihilation. Nepotism is nonsense. You and you, clap your hands. Biafra gonna come, clap your hands. Biafra, Oduduwa, we're free now. Freedom is gonna come, we're free now. Yeah.